Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and this is our daily show. We're excited for Flex Friday. We're going to be talking about the NBA slate on March 1st. We have 9 games, and we have 4 more picks for you for the daily show. But before we get started, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code, and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. They're going to just double what you put on. So if you deposit $100, you'll get $200 to play with. Just make sure you throw that code in, and they will hook you up with that deal. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. It will help you with notifications on to just not miss out on these plays. They do get bumped and removed a lot, sometimes pretty quickly after we post the videos. So if you want to jump on that value, make sure that your notifications are on. And keep an eye out because we've been sharing slips straight to the Discord community section just via post. So, and I forgot to mention, I shared I got a random protected play yesterday, and a bunch of people in our Discord got protected plays. So I went and checked my promo section. I'm like, oh, cool, I got one too for 15. And then I shared a slip, and I just happened to sometimes you can play these protected plays however you want, but sometimes I like to just really shoot for like 100x 6-man on like a protected play, just for fun. Do what you want with it, but just know if we're ever posting to the channel like a six pick slip with like a bunch of demons in it, just know that that's like a YOLO play. That's not like we feel like these are all, we're super confident these are going to go over.
Locks.
Yeah, we don't even use the word locks on this channel for any plays, but most of the time, we're doing like a couple 6-man slips without demons. Might do like a slip or two with some demons in it just to take a shot, more of like a YOLO play. And then we like to do these 2-man like hedge bets where we do like 3 or 4 units on it just to try to like cover what we're spending on the day, like hedging our bets. So, but just keep that in mind because I forgot to mention that in the post that it's like, yeah, that's like a YOLO play. If you see 3 or 4 demons in a slip, like, okay, they're taking a chance on something here. They're kind of rolling the dice on a harder to hit slip, but I just wanted to clarify that if you ever see it, just know. All right, so here are the plays we're going to be discussing today. I'm going to be taking Scotty Barnes over 8.5 rebounds and Derek White over 29 fantasy score. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, I'm going to be going with Jakob Portal over 2.5 assists and Jonathan Kuminga over 2.5 assists. Sorry, I was replying to a YouTube comment.
All good. Cool. So before we break these down, if you haven't tried Chalkboard yet, make sure you go sign up. It's an awesome app. I'm going to be really getting into quite a bit of Chalkboard slips today. It's like with all of these different platforms, you kind of need to spend a little bit of time with them to find your edge because they all offer different upside. What I like about Chalkboard is there's plays as low as $1, which is kind of nice when sometimes I don't want to like spend a whole lot, but I do want to like be invested in a lot of different slips, like just you're going much smaller unit there. But with Chalkboard, you can have bets as low as $1, but by far the best thing about it is you can set your own lines. And if you set your lines higher on your individual props, you're going to get a higher payout. And if you lower them, you have a higher chance to hit, but it's a lower multiplier. So you have so much control there. But now with the shield play, you don't even have to hit every pick on your slip. So you have control over the props, over the lines, you set the lines, and you don't have to hit all of them to cash. And I dealt with it too, and I saw some people in the comments talking about they don't see the shield play on there. Well, if you have Chalkboard and you don't see the shield play, you just need to go to the App Store and update the app because they had to roll out a new update to include the shield play. So definitely go check that out. If you use code BACKDOOR, they'll match your first deposit up to $100, just like Prize Picks. Just use code BACKDOOR and go through the link in the description of the video, and they will hook you up. So definitely check that out. It's a really killer app. And there's all sorts of props on there that you're never going to see on Prize Picks. So yeah, definitely check it out. All right, so let's break down this first play here. Scotty Barnes. I thought about running it back with his rebounds and assists, but I just like the rebounds alone better because the combo there was just a little too high. So the value, in my opinion, was better on the rebounds alone, but go with your gut. Should be a fun game. We got a 235.5 over under with the Warriors favored by 3. Yeah, so excited. I mean, every single time I talk about over unders, I'm always like, should be a fun game. Excited about this slate because we're excited every time because we love this game of basketball. And we got 9 games to get into today. It's the weekend. We got a protected play. So, of course, I'm excited, guys. But yeah, so not too concerned about a blowout here. It's only a 3-point spread, but the Warriors favored by 3. But I am truly excited to watch this game. I'm a fan of the Raptors, fan of the Warriors. There's not many teams I don't think there's any team in the NBA that I'm like not excited about because fantasy sports does that to you. It makes you a fan of like all the teams. All right, so if we look at Scotty's rebounds here at 8.5, he's gone over this 6 out of his last 10 and 4 out of his last 5. And he's got a good matchup. That's why I like the rebounds alone. The Warriors are 22nd in rebounds allowed to small forwards. Again, if you want to roll out his rebounds and assists, go for it. Obviously, any of these picks, we're just showing you what we're getting into. You don't have to lock in every single play that we take, and ultimately the picks you decide to take are your decision. So if they don't go the way you're expecting, you're the one making the ultimate decision here to take it or not. But we're showing you what we're getting into, and take it with a grain of salt. Like you can't take everything as gospel when we're just telling you what we like. It's your money you're putting on, so you decide in the end. But I'm definitely going to be taking this rebounds play and a few props, a few slips. Yeah, he's gone over it 4 out of his last 5, and he's gone for 12 rebounds in 3 of these games. If we take a look at his minutes, he's averaging 34.3 minutes per game. Obviously, he's the face of that franchise. They're building all around him. He's only averaging 1.6 fouls, so he's not getting in foul trouble. So feeling good about all of that as far as the statistical analysis on Outlier. If we hop over to Daily Grind, take a look at his rebounds. They do have this favor to go under just slightly. It's a 50.32% odds to hit the odds to hit the under. They have it at just a -118. So some mixed emotions here. We've got other platforms. This is what I love about Daily Grind is you can kind of see what they're thinking, but then they put all of the other odds makers right in front of you here. So if we take a look at like BetMGM has it favored to go over, DraftKings has it favored to go over, Caesars has it favored to go under. You can kind of like, utilize this information to decide what you want to do by having it all in one place for you. I'm going to be taking it for more. He's gone for 12, like I said, in 3 out of his last 5 games. So I'm not taking this for under, especially with a good matchup here. So that's going to be my first play. And then my next play, Derek White fantasy score here. Let's take a look at this over under. This is going to be a good game as well against the Mavericks, but they do have the Celtics pretty heavily favored to win this game. But Luka has been balling out, so I wonder if Luka is maybe a game time decision. I think he was last I checked. But we do have a 237.5 over under, so they're expecting a lot of points to be scored in this game. They have the Celtics favored by 9. So we're kind of getting into that range. I don't expect a blowout so bad that starters are getting benched, but you do want to start to, take a closer look when you're getting near that double-digit spread, because that could mean that a blowout is in store. I was looking at Derek White's blocks and steals on here because that's a huge part of the fantasy score option, because for every block and every steal on Prize Picks, you get 3 points towards your fantasy score for every block and every steal. So that adds up quick. So we're always looking for good defensive players, two-way players when we're going to be taking a fantasy score prop. The matchup for blocks and steals is pretty solid. The Mavericks are 18th in steals allowed and 5th in blocks allowed, specifically to shooting guards. But we know Derek White can block the ball really well for a shooting guard. So yeah, overall as a team, they're 15th in steals allowed, 2nd in blocks allowed, but there's like a soft spot there with shooting guards. They're a little bit more vulnerable there. So let's actually look at his fantasy score here. All right. So yeah, he's kind of like, he's only gone over at 5 out of his last 10, but he's had a few games where he's pretty close here. And he's been going over it pretty consistently lately. In his last 5, he's only missed it once. If we look at his minutes, he's getting 32.3 minutes per game. So I feel like 30 minutes is a safe floor for him. He's a very clean player, really good defender. So he's only getting like 1 foul per game over the last 5. He's shooting 55% from the field, 42% from 3. So he's definitely in rhythm right now. And let's take a look at these injuries real fast. So yeah, Luka is a game time decision. He participated in the shoot around though, so he'll probably play. He's kind of been questionable. What is his ankle still? Left ankle sprain. Yeah, this is also what I love about Outliers. You can quickly get information on injuries, see which guys are ruled out or listed as questionable, and sometimes they can give you little insights on what the current status is. If you guys want to check out this app Outlier, there's a free trial in the link of the description of this video. We partnered up with them, so all of our viewers get 7 days. So just utilize it. Might as well go sign up and utilize it for 7 days and try to see whether or not you want to just subscribe fully. But we love this app, but we think it's well worth it for the subscription. If we hop over to Daily Grind, they do have this one favored to go under, and they have it on their odds to hit. They have it heavily favored to go under, so keep that in mind. Again, go with your gut. If you don't like any of these plays, just fade them. Speaking of that, as just fans of prop betting, Jordy and I can speak firsthand on the fact that we do a lot of our own research now, which is important. But before we started this channel, when I would have all of my favorite channels that I would go to for research, and I wouldn't take every single pick they were putting out. Like, you go to these different channels to get a variety and see what this channel is getting into and see what that channel is getting into, and you have your own picks that you're excited about. Sometimes I would take like 1 or 2 picks and I'd be stoked, like, cool, Skywalker, he put that on my radar. I'm going to use that pick, and I'm going to use these other picks that I'm into. So just mix and match it. You don't want to just blindly take everything that any particular channel is putting out. But so Derek White here is heavily favored to go under on the odds to hit indicator on Daily Grind, but their odds for it to go under is only a -121. And that's because they're noticing a discrepancy, which is a really cool option that Daily Grind does. But their system here is noticing that Prize Picks is giving it to us at 29, while these other odds makers are giving it to us at 27.5, 27.4. So they're seeing such a big discrepancy there that they're heavily juicing it to go under because they think that Prize Picks has it set too high. I personally don't, because of the matchup and just who Derek White is in general. Like, 29 fantasy score is not hard for him to hit. Again, with the blocks and steals, he's had I'll try to wrap this up quick too, but I just want to look at his blocks and steals one last time. In the last 3 games, he's had 2 different games where he went for 5 blocks and steals. So that's 15 fantasy score there alone. So that's more than half of what we need. I'm not saying he's going to go for 5 tonight, but they do have they are a little bit vulnerable when it comes to the shooting guard position. So this is basically why I'm favoring this to go over personally, even though Daily Grind is not. But yeah, these are the 2 I'm feeling confident about, and I'm going to pass it over to Jordy to go over his picks now.
Yeah, man. So before I get into my picks, I just want to tell you guys about Daily Grind. It is the cream of the crop when it comes to DFS tools. We love this app so much. They were one of the first people that reached out to us and supported us when we were just coming up on this channel. So, it's been a fun ride with them, and we're really enjoying the tools. And you guys can too. For they'll give you a 25% discount if you use code backdoor at checkout. And you can use that on the optimizer or just the correlation tool or whatever tool you think is going to fit your needs on there. They will give you 25% off with our code backdoor. So check that link in the description below. We can't say enough good things about them. And let's get right into my plays here. So I've got this Yaka Portal for over 2.5 assists. I feel pretty good about this one. Let's look at the over-under real quick. We got a 235.5 over-under with a 3-point favorite in favor of Golden State. So not a bad over-under at all. Going to be a nice close game, and this is a good matchup for him. He's done this 4 out of his last 5 games. Over the last 10, it doesn't look as pretty, but he is going to get done and just coming really close to it when he's not. But over the last 20, he is over 50%. He's 11 of 20. So it's a good play in my opinion. especially with how close he comes to it in all these other games. But this matchup in particular is really good for him. The last time they matched up was on February 7th, and he went for 5 against them. So, they're 28th in assists allowed to centers, giving up 4.1. They play Golden State plays pretty good defense on centers, surprisingly. So the assist category, I think a lot of these bigs just have to kick it out, and that's Jakob Portal's been playing pretty good too. He's actually been going after assists over the last couple games. He's just been kind of improving in every category since the All-Star break. I think that break helped him out a little bit, and Scotty Barnes is making everything easy for everybody. So I'm really a big fan of Jakob Portal, so I like his assists here. This is not juiced to go over. It's juiced to go under by 51.17% chance at minus 122. I really don't care. I'm going to be taking it over for sure. And so that's my first play. And then my second play is going to be Jonathan Kuminga for the same line. You got to beware of Prize Picks sometimes. I just want to call them out really quick. They're showing this 5 for 5. He just did miss this on us and burn us in, to the last video. I took him last night and he did not hit this line. It was against the Knicks and he played 30 minutes. He had a really good game offensively, so he just didn't pass the ball much. But I think he'll get back into his groove with assisting the ball tonight against Toronto. If we look at the head-to-head here, he hit it in his last game in February, and his minutes have been a lot better lately. So, and the assisting has been kind of one of his strong suits coming off of the bench for them, and I think he's actually starting now. But yeah, he's been great over the last 7 games. He's done this, or over the last 10 games, he's done this 7 times, 12 out of his last 20, and he hit it in the last head-to-head. So all the indicators for me are lighting up green. The assist matchup is actually pretty decent. They're 13th, giving up 4.4. We only need 3, so I'm expecting him to get this done. This is also juiced just barely to go under. So if you guys don't feel comfortable taking these, you don't have to, but I'm definitely taking them. It's a 50.59% chance to go under, so it's literally a 50-50 shot. But I feel good about it. I think he can get it done. We were taking this play religiously every time they put it out, and a lot of the times he was getting it done in like the first half. So I'm gonna be rolling the dice on this one for sure too. I'm not really worried about those odds at all. Like I said, it's the same game, same over under. So those are the 2 I'm going with.
Cool, man. If you want to hop back over to my screen, I'm just going to do a little bit of Discord real quick.
Oh yeah, I wanted to bring that up. I in the Discord, we've been doing the League of Legends at night, and I cashed a 4-man slip last night with 1 push and a 6-man with 1 push. So definitely go take advantage of that late night value after the NBA slip. We all kind of hunker down and get ready for the League of Legends slips, and get in bed and watch all that, and it's a fun time. So definitely go check that out. But now I'll pass it back to you. I just wanted to get that out there.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk briefly about the Discord because, like Jordy's been hitting on his League of Legends plays, and there's just all different types of people in our Discord that are getting into different types of prop betting, and they're doing their research, and then they'll come and share what they're getting into and why. So I always say it, but the community is the best resource. There's just a good opportunity here to follow other sports that you're not necessarily doing the research on, but you can just throw like a single unit, some of these plays. And Jordy was cashing last night with some League of Legends, which I don't particularly know that much about, but I'll still follow along and copy and paste some slips here and there. But yeah, we've been catching a lot of green. You can see Jordy posted that win from last night there. Everyone's getting into all different types of platforms. I know we had some Chalkboard wins in here as well. But yeah, this our Discord's about 50 cents a day, and really killer community. We post all of our picks for the videos in here first. And if you're interested in checking this out, there's a link in the description of the video. If you do decide to join, make sure you hop into the community chat and let us know you're new, because we'd love to welcome you, show you how we run things in here. But I'm telling you guys, it's really good vibes. The community has grown so strong, and we hang out in here all day. And it's like we put these picks together for the videos, and then we can't obviously make a video every time we find a new play, but we can post it straight to the Discord, which is what we do. So definitely come hang out with us, come see how you like it, and let us know if you're new. And that's going to do it for us today, guys. All right, guys. Sorry, I had a little bit of issues with my computer for a second. It kind of freaked me out, but we're good. We hope you guys have a great Flex Friday. We look forward to this slate. We hope you guys have a good weekend as well. Remember, there's no daily show on the weekends, but we will still be putting out our first look show at night. It's just the games start so early sometimes on the Saturday and Sunday slates that we don't really have a whole lot of time to get our picks together and get you a show out for the daily show. But we hope you guys have a good weekend, and I think we're going to be doing an underdog video today, so keep an eye out for that, and we will catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.